everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be giving a tutorial on this cute little whimsical birdhouse applique that I put on my family blanket. And as you can see, it's coming along, but I've been busy with other projects. But I know that some of you wanted to go through the journey with me, so we're going to learn how to make this quirky little birdhouse. Okay, so I hope you stay with me through the entire video, because at the end of the video you will have made a beautiful birdhouse applique. So I hope that you're able to watch the whole video. Not only are you going to learn how to crochet this adorable little birdhouse, but you will be listening to some relaxing music to help you calm your stress, anxiety, or depression, or if you're suffering today from any joint pain or aches. This is going to give you some relief, and we're going to be crocheting and we will be listening to relaxing music together. So I hope you enjoy this video and look forward to having you join along. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so for today's tutorial, you're going to be needing some yarn, of course, and because I love different colors in my birdhouse, just for today's tutorial, I'm using the Red Heart Super Saver in a perfect pink. I'm using the Mainstays acrylic yarn. I love this yarn. The color is Limelight. And I'm also using the same brand. I love this yarn, and the color is Light Peach. And I'm also using just a bulk regular brown, and I'm using a blue, baby blue. So I'm using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors. In the birdhouse that I have on my blanket, I actually use 10. But for today's tutorial, we're just gonna keep it simple, but you get the idea. You can use whatever colors you like. Then you're going to need a 4.0 millimeter crochet hook, which I'm using for today's project, and you'll need a pair of scissors and a darning needle. Okay, so let's get started. Now my birdhouse on my blanket was kind of quirky looking, and I like that in my projects. I like the quirkiness of it. So we're going to start at the bottom of the birdhouse, and I'm going to make the birdhouse smaller than the one on the blanket just because it's just going to be a tutorial of the stitches that I used and the idea that I used. Perhaps the first thing you'll want to do is decide how big you want your birdhouse to be. If it's going to be a really big birdhouse, then we're going to chain according to how big you want it to be. But for today's tutorial, we're going to scale it down and just make a small birdhouse so that you will get the idea of the concepts and the basics. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is make a slip knot, however you prefer to make your slip knots, and grab your hook, and you're going to chain as many as you would like to have in your project. Okay, that's 10 stitches. Okay, so let's do another 10. So I've chained 20. So for this tutorial, our birdhouse is going to be 20 stitches chains in the width. Okay, so we're going to turn our work, and from this point we are going to double crochets. Okay, we're going to yarn over and into the next stitch, insert, pull through 2 loops, then pull through 2 loops again. Okay, now the idea behind the birdhouse that I did was, it was really, there's no rhyme or reason. It's just really a matter of being quirky. So what we're going to do is we're going to make each of the rows in a quirky kind of old English house style, the way in England in the 16th, 17th centuries, their houses were all quirky and the stairs are all crooked. That's what my idea was for the birdhouse. So we're going to double crochet, and at another point we're going to switch stitches. So let's do another double crochet, another double crochet, Now, I lived in England for 7 years, so I was very familiar with the different styles of homes over there, and I loved the thatched roofs. So I saw a lot of different homes from the 16th and 17th century. So we have a row of double crochets, okay? So now what we're going to do is, because we want the quirkiness of it, we're going to make maybe about 7 half double crochets. Okay, so yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through 3, yarn over, this is 2, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I hope what I said about the English 16th, 17th century homes was how the quirkiness, the boards were never straight. They were always kind of wonky and lump-sided, okay? So now we started with the double crochet and we made our way to half double crochets, and now we're going to single crochet all the way to the end. Now again, you can do whatever you like. This is just the foundation for you to get the concept of making quirky little things mixed with different stitches. So now we're going to single crochet all the way to the end. So now that we're at the end, you can see the quirkiness. We went from double crochets to half double crochets to single crochets, okay? Now we're going to, when you get to the one right before the end, we're going to change our color. So insert your hook, yarn over, and now we're going to change our color. And like I said, you can make it whatever color that you'd like. So I'm going to be adding the green. So to change the color, do you see that I have 2 loops on my hook? So grab the new color and place it over the hook and then pull through the 2. Okay. Then we're going to cut that kind of peach color, and now we're going to continue with our green. Now, to make it easy and less weaving at the end, I'm going to weave in this particular tail. So we're going to chain 1 and turn our work, okay? Now remember how we did the quirkiness and we made the smaller stitches and then we went to the big stitches. So what are we going to do now? You guessed it, we're going to make the bigger stitches and go back down to make little stitches. Again, creating that wonky board effect, okay? Then to hide that tail that we just cut from the green, we're going to place that green on top of our stitches. Okay, so from here we're going to start with double crochets. Chain 1 more, and now we've got that tail laying across the top, and we're going to make about 6 double crochets across. Okay, so yarn over and make sure you grab that tail. It's in the back, see it? Okay, grab your yarn, yarn over 2, okay, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. Okay, that's 2, this is 3. So we've made 7 double crochets. Now we're going to make maybe about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 half double crochets. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Okay. This is 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, you get the idea. So from here, the rest of the way, we're going to do single crochets all the way to the end. Now that we're almost at the end, we're going to change colors again. So we want to insert our hook, pull through, insert our hook at the very last stitch. Now we have the 2 loops left on our hook. So we're going to cut the green, and now we're going to move on to our next color. And again, it's the color of your choice. So just like we did before, we're going to grab our new color, pull through, okay, we're going to chain 2, 1, 2. One thing that I didn't pay attention to was I left the tail out. So forgive me for that, but we're going to try to remember to do it with this one, okay? So let's put that tail laying down right here, and we're going to make double crochets all the way till about a third of the way. And then you see the wonkiness starting. Okay, it's not a perfect stitch. That's what we want. We want it to be whimsical and quirky. Okay, so maybe this time I'll remember to put the tail in. Okay, so we need to remember to put that tail in. If you did it, bravo to you, but I forgot. Okay, so now we're going to double crochet, yarn over, grab that tail, pull through. See how I'm holding that tail with my left hand to make sure that I grab it from the back. Okay. When you do that, when you weave in that tail, it's just less weaving in of threads that you have to do at the end, okay? Okay. Another double crochet. Okay. Now I'm going to make half double crochets, all three, so for the rest of the stitches I'm going to do the single crochet. Now if you want to, from this point, because that tail is already nicely secured in, you see how that tail is? I can cut it, okay? Because it's nicely tucked in to the back of those stitches that we were doing, okay? So I'm going to single crochet to the rest of the way. Okay, we have one loop on our hook, and we are going to do one more loop to have the two loops, and we're going to change our color again. Now I'm going to grab this blue, we're going to chain two, 1, 2, and we're going to do the same thing with the blue. We're going to weave it in, and we're going to make double crochets again for about a third of the way. Now I'm going to make half double crochets, I'm going to cut a little bit of that tail, of this blue tail. Then we're going to single crochet all the way to the end. And we've got the 2 loops left on our hook, so we're going to change color. We're going to chain 2. We're going to turn our work, and we're going to once again incorporate our tail into our stitches. Okay? So we're just going to double crochet again. You can go however many stitches you want. We can try this time. It can go halfway, it can go a third. It's depending on what you want your little crooked birdhouse to be. But you see, what we're doing is we are compensating. So if you're going to have single crochets, you need double crochet, half double crochets and double crochets to make it all straight. I hope that makes sense. So you see how it's all making a square, because we are kind of putting like a pieces of the puzzle together. Okay? So let me show you what it looks like when we just do half of the double crochets here, and then the rest we're going to do half double crochets. The beauty of crocheting whimsical items is you can be as flexible as you want with stitches. That's the fun and creativity and the beauty of crocheting whimsical projects, because you can just, it doesn't have to be a perfect stitch. It's not a perfect item. It's got quirkiness to it, which is what I like to do. Cutting the tail. So we did double crochets. Now what I'm going to do is do half double crochets all the way across. I'm not doing any single crochets in this row. But again, it's totally up to you. You can do whatever you would like to do. I'm just kind of, like I said, I'm repeating myself, but it really is just getting the concept of what I'm doing. I've got that one here. We're going to yarn over and insert it right down below. We're going to go through 2 and leave the 2 loops. Okay, so for the last stitch, we're not doing the entire half double crochet. We're just doing, you want to see that again. So let's go like this. So we were here at the last stitch, but because it's a half double crochet, we're going to yarn over, insert our hook a little bit down below, yarn over, pull through, and we're going to pull through 2, not all 3, because at this point we want to change color again when we have the two loops. Okay? So grab your new color, chain 2, turn your work, Now we're going to do a third of the way double crochets. Now I'm going to do some half double crochets. Now I'm going to single crochet all the way to the end. We've got that one loop. We're going to insert our hook. Now we have the 2 loops. Now we're going to change our color. Okay. Chain 2, turn our work, and we're going to do double crochets. So weave in that back and do a third double crochets, then do a few half double crochets, and then do the rest single crochets, and I'll meet you at the other end. So now that we're at the end, we're going to insert our hook. Now we have 2 loops left, and now I'm going to trim it, and we're going to change our color again. Chain 2, turn our work, and we're going to do double crochets. Now I'm going to do some half double crochets. Cut this. Now I'm going to single crochet the rest of the way. Okay, I'm not going to change colors because for this tutorial, like I said, we're going to make a smaller scale birdhouse. So I'm going to end my row here. I'm going to do a single crochet and then just pull through. So what we want to do is we saved ourselves some work by weaving in some of the tails in, but we're left with a few. So go ahead and weave in your ends and I will meet you back here. Okay, so now that we have woven in our ends, this is what we've accomplished today. See how cute that is? So if you will look at the one that I made, the roof is going to come up at an angle, at a pointy angle. So we're going to make some more stitches on the top of ours so that we can make it pointy and then we can attach the roof. So grab your hook and again any color yarn that you would like. I think I'll use this cute baby blue again. Okay. So make a slip knot. Insert your hook. Now grab that, put that loop on the back of that first stitch up at the top. Insert your hook. Now grab, insert into that slip knot that we made. Okay? Then you're going to grab the yarn and you're going to pull through all, and now we have it in the front. Okay? Now we're going to chain one. Okay. So from here on out, we have to start making a point. So we are going to do 3 single crochets. We're going to do 2 half double crochets. We're going to do 2 double crochets. Now we're going to do 3 triple crochets. Okay? Now, if you don't know how to do the triple crochet, I have a video in my playlist section of my channel, and I will put that in the description below. Now we're going to do 2 double crochets, 3 half double crochets, and the rest are going to be single crochets. Pull through. Okay. And we're going to weave in those ends. Okay. Okay. Now we're ready to make our little birdhouse rooftop. Okay. So I think for this, I'm probably going to use this cute little peach color. So for the little roof, we're just going to take our yarn, make a slip knot, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just eyeball it. So if I want the birdhouse to end about right here for the roof, and then I want it to come over to about right here, that's how many chains I'm going to make. So it really is just a matter of eyeballing it. So let's see how many chains it's going to take me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is 30. So let's make 5 more chains. See how it looks. Okay, this is 35 chains. Okay. That looks about right. So I used 35 chains. Now, I'm going to do double crochets up to the middle, and then I'll show you what we're going to do when we get to the middle. So double crochet up into the middle, and I'll meet you right back here. Okay, so now we're back at the middle. So what we're going to do is in that same stitch, that same double crochet stitch that we did, we are going to put another double crochet. This is going to give us the pointy edge to our roof. Okay? So just continue doing your double crochets all the way to the end. And I'll meet you right back at the end. Okay, so now we're at the end, and we're going to turn our work. And we're not going to chain one, we're just going to turn our work, and we are going to insert our hook into this next stitch. And we are going to pull through, and then we're going to go into the next stitch again, and we're going to pull through again, and we are going to yarn over and pull through all 3. Okay. Do you want me to do that again? Yes? Okay. So we end it here. Basically the idea is we're trying to get the edge to go like this, at an angle, like this. Okay? So let's do one more double crochet at the end. We're not going to chain one. We're just going to turn our work. And because we want the roof to be at an angle, going up like this, we are going to grab your hook, and you're going to insert it into the next stitch, grab the yarn, pull it through. Now you have 2 loops. Insert your hook into the next stitch, grab the yarn, and now you have 3 loops. And you're going to yarn over and pull through all 3. Okay? Now we're going to double crochet all the way back to the middle, and I'll meet you right back at the middle. Okay, so now we are at the middle. We're going to double crochet, and we're going to, in that same stitch, we are going to put another double crochet, now we're going to go double crochet all the way to like 3 stitches before the end. I'll meet you right back up here. Okay, here we are at the end. So we've done our double crochet stitches. Okay, so I am 2 stitches from the end. So double crochet and then 1, 2. So we're going to insert our hook in the next stitch, grab the yarn, then we're going to go into the last stitch, insert your hook, grab the yarn, and then you're going to grab it and pull through all 3. Okay? Then we're going to cut our yarn and pull through. And then we're going to weave this in, weave this tail in, because we want the edge to be at an angle. Okay, right. Now we have the body of the house, then we have the roof. Okay. Now remember, it doesn't have to be quirky, perfect, because we want a quirky birdhouse. Okay. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to grab the brown. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to single crochet all the way around the roof. So take your yarn, make a slip knot, and grab any end that you have, it doesn't matter. Grab the yarn, pull it through, okay, and chain 1. We're just going to single stitch all the way around. When you get to the corner, go ahead and chain 1 and then go over to the next stitch and start. It gives it a nice way to turn that corner. Okay? So go ahead and single crochet all the way around, and don't forget, when you get to the ends, chain 1 stitch and then continue on, and I'll meet you right back here at the end. Okay, so we have done a single crochet all the way around our roof, and now we are going to single crochet from this corner all the way down and up, and we're going to end at this corner right here. And it's the same principle as the last time. When you get down here to a corner, we're going to stitch 1 and then turn the corner. So what you want to do is start on the left side so that we'll end up on the right side, with the right side facing up. Okay, this is the right side. Then we have the back side. So insert your hook, grab all the yarn, chain 1, chain 1, Okay, so now we're at the end. Don't cut the end, just grab a generous amount of yarn and then cut. Because what we're going to do now is we're going to pull through and we're going to get our darning needle and insert our yarn to the darning needle, and we are going to weave it through. We're going to whip stitch it. So we want to center the rooftop, the top here to the bottom of the rooftop. If you need to pin it, feel free to pin it if that makes you feel more comfortable. You can put a pin here just to secure it in place. So take your darning needle, and with some yarn we're going to whip stitch the roof to the body of the birdhouse, okay? So we're going to do a few stitches through the back of the bottom of the roof. Just weave it in and out. Grab it to the body of the birdhouse. Okay. Now up through the back. So we're just making little whip stitches, and then through the back. So just continue whip stitching all the way to the end, and I'll meet you at this end. So the next thing we need to do is we need to add the little bird, the little hole where the bird has to go inside and lay his or her little eggs inside. So we're gonna grab, you can use any color that you want. You just use your imagination, but for today's tutorial I will be using the same brown that I was using for the outlining of the birdhouse. So grab your yarn. Now we can either make the magic circle or we can just use the regular method of the chains. So a lot of you are a little bit intimidated with the magic circle. I do have a video on the magic circle on my channel, but for today's tutorial we're just going to make it simple and we're going to use the chains. So grab your yarn and make a loop, okay? Grab your hook, okay? And we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Then we're going to take our hook and we're going to go inside the first stitch. Then we're going to grab the yarn with our hook, pull it through, pull through again. Now we have a little circle. Okay, see the little circle? Now we're going to chain one, because we are going to single stitch all the way around. So we're going to chain one, and we are going to single stitch 11 more times around the circle. Okay, so insert your hook into the circle, pull through the two. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we've got 11. Now what we're going to do is on the first stitch that we made, we're going to take our hook and we're going to insert it into the first stitch. Now you're going to kind of have to wiggle the yarn around to get it back, because it's a little tight. So see, I'm back to where I was. Now insert your hook into that top stitch, grab your yarn all the way through. We're going to make a slip stitch. Okay, now we're going to take your hook and move it one stitch to the left. Again, we're going to make a slip stitch, chain one. Now we have 12 stitches, so what we're going to do is we're going to put 2 stitches in each of the stitch all the way around. So we started with that first chain, so that counts as 1. So in that first chain right here, we're going to add 1 more. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and there you go. Now we're going to go into the next stitch, 2 single crochets all the way around. So when you've gotten to the last of the 2 stitches in each one, go into that next stitch, pull through, and then enter your hook into the next stitch and pull through again. Okay? Now we're going to cut our yarn, pull it through, and we're going to use our darning needle and we're going to go into the next few stitches just to tie it off. Now you can cut the back tail and discard that. Then we're going to just keep it on the darning needle and we're going to attach it to our little birdhouse. So the placement of it is completely up to you. You can put it low, you can put it in the middle, you can put it high, wherever you like. So we're going to place ours like right about right here. And what you do is just grab your darning needle and push it through the back. Then what you want to do is just come in through the back to the outside stitches. Okay, in and go through the next one and out. So it's basically a whip stitch, but it's with we're putting an applique on top of an applique. And I do have a video to show you what the whip stitch is and how I do that. And I'll put that in the description as well. So it's really very simple stitch. It doesn't require a lot of joint movement. It's a very simple stitch. Shouldn't cause a lot of hand pain. Okay. Okay. Now on the back, just take your darning needle and weave it in a couple of stitches. So there you have your cute little birdhouse. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and if you can, please, it'll mean a lot to me if you could share it. And in the comment section, if you could put I've subscribed, that would mean a lot to me. And leave a comment and tell me if you'd like to see a different applique tutorial. That's one of my favorite things to do, is making appliques. So for now, thank you so much for watching, and in another video I'm going to be embellishing the birdhouse. Right now it's a little plain. The one I made has a name in it and it has a flower. So I will be making another video where we will learn how to bring life to the birdhouse. But for now, this is just your basic birdhouse. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now. I forgot already. Did I say 6 or 7?